Is marital rape a crime? To understand this, let's begin with Section 63 of the Bharatiya Nyaya Sanhita, which defines rape. However, an exception under this section states that the sexual intercourse by a man with his wife is not considered rape if she is not under 18 years of age. In simple terms, this means that marital rape is not considered as rape under Indian law if your wife is not a minor, as the idea of criminalization of marital rape was rejected based on three strong arguments. First, destabilization of marriage. It is believed that criminalizing it would destabilize the institution of marriage. Second, implied consent. Marriage is often legally understood to imply ongoing consent for sexual relations, which means marriage and physical intimacy go hand in hand. Third, burden of proof. It raises the question of how a husband would be able to prove his innocence in such an intimate setting, that whether it was a consensual sex or a rape. So according to many people, it can be potentially misused. This is often compared to dowry-related cases. There is at least more than half of the reported cases turn out to be false. But now a big question arises on India's justice system, that just because something is difficult to prove, wouldn't it be considered an offense? Is that legally, socially, morally, ethically right? Because if it is, then this logic can be applied to any offense, right? Whether it is eve-teasing, rape, or any other offense. However, we need to keep two things in mind. First, a rapist remains a rapist. And second, that before participating in any sexual activity, consent is required. You cannot take consent for granted. Hence, it's high time that this issue needs to be addressed both socially and legally. There's a need for clear guidelines for the registration of cases. The rules for the burden of proof, evidence, all of these need to be framed properly. And if the charges of marital rape are proven, then the option of divorce should be available on the ground of marital rape itself. So to know the solution to this problem, that how a woman can seek justice in case of marital rape, wait for the part 2 of this video. Until then, let me know what are your thoughts on this in the comments.